Warning: this podcast may contain adult content or language. It also might contain content that could be seen from others as uncomfortable or upsetting due to personal reasons. If that is the case, then please proceed with caution or stop the video, as we at the table are comfortable in most circumstances. This is a safety blanket meant for all individuals watching these episodes, as it is unclear what story content will be displayed. Hope you enjoy the story.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Misrolled Adventures, where the players make plans and horribly execute them. Before we start up, once again, just want to state once more, we have partnered up with RPGLeague, and I advise you to go check out their website at www.rpgleague.com for any kind of questions on TCRPGs or any reviews that they've done for several different kinds. They do a lot, and it's actually pretty useful, so I'd recommend go check them out on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram for sure. Where we last left off, you guys are still in combat with this group of sneak attack cultists. And Alan and the bard friend may or may not have betrayed the group, while the remainder of them fled the scene. Randall is currently sleeping as he has been bombarded with horrifyingly annoying spells that all players hate. Hold person, sleep, just getting attacked. But that's where we last left off.
I've actually taken, I think, the second most amount of damage this fight.
Ryder's taken a substantial lot too.
I said second.
Okay. But yeah, apart from that, we are just going to roll right into it before we finish this up, because realistically there's not a whole lot going on. There's only the bard and only Alan fighting left, and you have one unconscious cultist in the corner. So...
Is it dawn yet?
It's not. It is. You got like 10 minutes of your sleep before you passed out. Before the alcohol kicked in with the drow poison inside of it.
Dang.
Yeah. Zakaris is up, so.
Is it sure?
Yep.
Okay. Well.
He still has the lightning up, but in reality, he's not going to hit anyone with it. Or no, he can hit these two. That's right.
So this is a different page.
You have no spells.
Zoom.
Zooming out, nothing.
But yeah, you have both the bard and Alan in range for the lightning bolt, but hitting Alan, it's gonna hit Gopher in the guard.
Well, wouldn't he have lost concentration because he was put to sleep?
You are correct. So actually, lightning is gone. Thank you.
Actually, I think he was waking up before it was his turn.
You still technically would lose concentration the moment you lost consciousness.
So he has
consciousness.
none of his level 1 spells. You said
He used his level 3s.
level 3.
I don't know what he's used, honestly. He didn't really mark them down on his page.
No.
But that's fine.
I don't think he's used any of his level 3.
Probably not.
Because he doesn't.
Erupting Earth was
Level
the
3.
only spell he used in the Goblin combat.
Yeah. Otherwise, he turned into a horse and ran out of
Yep. And then
And then
took
game trips.
the entire combat from the run up there.
He used one of those. I guess he doesn't.
What's he doing?
The return of Bear Karras.
Bear Karras. His bear miniature gets used. Boom! This massive bear.
He stands or slightly
I just like how our DM got that ready sword.
I've had it sitting in front of me. It's gonna basically be sitting in front of me at all times.
Honestly, I was either going to do
That's an action to do that, though.
yeah, I was either gonna have him like run up and club the guy in the face, and I'm gonna be honest, I did a little bit of metagaming, but I'm like, oh yeah, he can do that.
That's fine. It's not your character, so other characters can help you tell you what another person can do.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little different than if like someone was trying to recommend it to someone who's currently doing that.
Okay, yeah. So, as a bear,
I'm sorry.
how much?
You got plenty of movement.
Okay. And how many attacks do I got?
Well, you used your action to transform.
Okay.
So no.
So
No attacks.
I know attack. Okay. I will roar in his face.
That's fine. He is already pissing himself from the fear and realized that his fear was non-needed. So
I will still roar in his face.
yeah, you just run up. And yeah.
Bear noises. Bear noises.
Fair noises. Alan. Alan is going to cast.
Explosion.
New.
Kamikaze.
He's going to move. He can't. He doesn't want to move to get attacked. So he'll just do it from here and affect the guard and go for it. So he clasps his hands. Brief moment, he pulls them apart, and there's several different blades that show up. And he clasps it once more, and all the blades shoot out from him like a porcupine. So Gopher, dexterity saving throw with advantage. Guard, dexterity saving throw.
With no
Guard fails.
Okay.
Advantage. Nice. Ooh, 13, it still fails. So you guys take 3d6 piercing damage as these blades just shoot outwards towards you. Ooh, you're raging, yeah? Okay, because that's 16, so you take 8 points of piercing damage. The guard is still standing. Fiend is heavily wounded. Just my dice. No. And that's what Alan does. This dude, not liking his circumstance, is going to look over there, cast Misty Step. So wild magic. Good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't invoke opportunity attacks.
You
Going to move
bitch.
over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to go inside the tent.
Can I hear that?
I mean, you can see him. You see him just run over, just hiding behind a tent.
Big
Okay.
Chris. Should we go after him?
Ryder, you're up.
Where's he? Can I get close to? He's not room, right?
For what?
I want to attack him now.
Yeah, you can get him like right here. Not for flanking advantage. He's got his back up against the wall.
You know if I can climb top the cart and back him down?
No, that's not gonna be advantage. Because A, you're gonna be at pretty weird standards because you're gonna have to get like up an elevation, lean down to stab down.
I'm gonna attack him with the obsidian rapier.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack. Guess what? Still a normal D20 roll.
I might have had a +1 too.
No.
That was something else.
I thought it was nice, but
The +1 rapier?
yeah.
Yeah. I thought
He has that hidden. Ryder probably wouldn't show that.
No, but yeah, Jordan.
Because he stole that from, Zakaris stole that from the shop owner. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and he put everything on the bag of boulders. So.
Yeah, so you can pull it out, but Ryder wouldn't probably want to show that they stole things to Randall, who held a dagger out saying, I will kill you if you heist.
Yeah.
Randall's asleep.
Yeah.
You could do that, you're not going to be able to put it away immediately. And just know, it's obsidian. It's pretty evident that it's obsidian.
Yeah.
But it's dark.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen.
He wouldn't risk it. Jordan's not that stupid.
That's gonna hit. That's an natural 19.
That is 19. You need to get not white dice, dude.
Yeah, literally.
No.
It's half and half. D8.
those are the dangerous dice.
That's max damage.
I can't even read that.
That's max damage.
Yeah. So 8 plus his dex. Is he using a bardic inspiration to do the thing? He has 2 of them because you did not use it the last time. Bless you.
Sure, why not?
I was just gonna say, like, he probably would since it's Alan.
2d6.
Yeah.
6. So Ryder stabs forward, whispering a few muttering of words, and down his arm, this thick purplish energy kind of courses to the tip as he stabs forwards, and you can see as the music is emanating of just sad choir. Stabs forward, just no, what? Fuck it, the hell, and gets stabbed. Obviously, that hurts. Is that everything that he's gonna do?
Yes.
You got a bonus action.
Okay.
The guards. That one's gonna attack. These ones are gonna tie her up. Just attacks, misses. End of the guards' turns. Cultist. None are left. All right, twins asleep. Jacqueline. Half of this list isn't participating.
No, he's doing a random enchant just to get ready for Jacqueline.
There's literally nobody on. I'm just gonna delete the cultists because that's useless. I'm gonna delete the twins because they're also doing nothing.
I'm gonna look around at the situation, see who's still sleeping.
You see Rand on the ground. You see Jamna up on top of the cart, arms just flown out the side, sleeping.
Okay. I look at Jamna. Probably. In the circumstances she was in, probably good to let her sleep. Probably. Alright.
She's gone. She's she's been pretending to sleep. Jumps.
I would hate you.
You would never trust an NPC around me again.
No. I will go up to Randall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wake him up.
Wake him the fuck up.
You wake up.
Killer bar.
You're still on the ground, but bonus action.
Yeah.
This time, not as hard. But nearly half the weight.
I'm a killer bar.
What Bob?
You don't see the bard. You have no idea where he went. Nothing.
I still say, I'm a killer. Where'd he go?
Randall, who exactly did this to you?
The fucking bard, I'm gonna kill him.
Get a point?
Where? Where is he?
He
You would have seen
that
him.
way.
I would have seen.
You would have seen. Because there's lights over in this corner.
Oh.
People have set up torches and stuff to like sleep. So you would have seen at least a shadow of him run this way.
Oh, okay.
You might not necessarily know he's behind the tent, but
Okay. Can I see at least Gopher? Can I see Alan and whatever the fuck's happening? over
yeah, I'd say you probably could see him.
there? Alright. Now, Randall, do you want revenge for him putting you asleep?
I want revenge for not being able to do shit.
Alright. Very well. And you two. The bear, I can only assume. And Rex, you saw where he went as well. Yes?
Point at the 10.
I'm a killer.
Alright,
Pointing at a
Posse!
tent. so you three and Bear Karras are just like
Let's
the tent.
move.
You also can see there are sleeping individuals just out in front of it. I'll actually put down symbols for them now since it's kind of relevant.
Yes, the S means sleep.
Yeah. They're all sleeping. You see some more in the Lard Lord's area. All of them are still sleeping. The Lard Lord is sleeping for different reasons
This
and drinking.
I'm surprised
of yours.
that they didn't try to poison us earlier with how much go
Wait,
right
wouldn't someone get trampled from the horse?
Horses?
No. Oh, sure. They would have gone around them. I just kind of threw them out there.
They would really care enough to go around them?
No. Okay, I'll scoot them around so they don't actually get run over. That is a good thing. Oh no, they'd be inside the tents. You don't see shit. They're inside the tents.
Yeah, because you throw them out like.
Yeah, they put up the tents, slept outside.
Yeah.
No, they're inside the tents. So
Well, I assume there was too many inside.
they have 14 people. Anyways, that's your go, yeah? So Jamna sleeping, Randall. You're awake.
Booking it.
Okay, so bonus action dash, you move. Well, we don't know how far that is. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You still don't see him. Do you still want to dash using your action?
Do it.
You don't see him.
I'm gonna go around.
You go like this way.
I'm gonna get over like in front of the tent. Make sure you don't come out.
Okay, yeah. You can hang out in front. You could go in the tent if you use your action.
You see, but then sneak.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Just like Randall's just
So-
there till morning when he gets.
So we'll say
Oh, I wasn't talking about my sneak attack.
you use your bonus action to get over here because you would have been able to do that in your normal movement, and you're holding your action.
Oh, if I tell them I peek in.
Yeah, you peek in. You don't see them. You just see four sleeping individuals.
Okay, I have a spell I can use for this thing.
Lights. Eldritch Blast, awaken these two people up. Bam!
Just straight Eldritch Blast the other tent. Through the other tent.
No, I don't. I thought I had something to deal with.
So are you holding your action, or what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Holding your action for when he come out?
Or whenever I see him.
Okay, that's fine. Holding like Eldritch Blast.
No magic missile. Make sure it doesn't miss.
Magic Missile? Okay. Just so you know, it's not going to trigger sneak attack.
Oh, I know.
Okay, just
I
say
wasn't going there for my sneak attack.
Okay.
I was
I
going-
see what you're saying. You didn't want him to get sneak attack.
Yeah, no.
Even though he's not the one that gets sneak attack, it's Alan over there.
He still gets advantage if I
Still gets-
see
yeah,
him.
still gets
He
advantage.
surprised me.
Top of the initiative order. Rex. You just saw Randall pop his eyes open, stand up. Well, not stand up. Already like get picked up by Jacqueline. As he's like landed, his feet were already spinning in place. Zooming across the ground. Looking inside the tent, and he very gently closes it.
No, I still have it open. I'm ready.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, so you're creating like a little gap for you to peek in with, so that way you
Yeah.
can see through it. Okay, that's fine.
There's no room for me to attack now.
Roll wild magic as well, because you have to prep the spell up. There you go. Funny, it's funny. I'm casting magic missile. Explosion! Everyone's dead.
Do I acknowledge that
I get it.
He doesn't fair have.
You move about like 40 feet.
No, Tyler, I get it to cast it at 5th level.
That's that third.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'll pop on Bearcare's back.
Okay.
Charge that part.
Okay. We gotta wait for Zacchaeus' turn.
Yes.
But there you go. You are now riding a bat. That is fairly large.
I'm debating on whether or not Lynn would buck him off.
No, he wouldn't. He's let Ryder ride him plenty of times.
But yeah, Ryder.
Yeah, but Ryder's back there.
No, I won't
Right
fight
now.
support.
Huh?
Rex is rogue.
I don't ever remember you doing that, but you might have.
Remember the cave?
Oh, I thought that was Ryder. No, that is Rex that did
Oh,
that. And then Ryder. No, because Ryder did it twice.
Ryder did it as a horse.
Regardless, doesn't matter. So you're waiting on there. Gopher.
Let's try to knock out.
Knock him out again? Okay.
Trying to kill him. We're gonna kill him.
Yeah, you saw Ryder run in, stab him viciously,
No.
right in the side.
I look at Gopher. That's Ryder. That's
Yep,
Ryder.
that's Ryder.
That's Ryder. Kill that motherfucker!
Kill him.
Do it.
What would Gopher do? What do you want Gopher to
So
do?
what Gopher would do is just fucking cut his head off with a great axe. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
great sword.
Fucking cut his head off with
With a great sword.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
look at that.
You don't have brutal critical yet, where you add another damage die.
Shit.
That's what barbarians also get in the future.
Mhm.
So 46. So 5. 11. 12 plus
You're over here
4.
too, you
So
can remember
16
it.
points of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Your ball's awful.
Let me just
You're
make
over
sure.
here too. You can remember again the thing.
That's on my job.
Yeah, at 9th level you get brutal critical.
Oh, that's too far.
It is a long time, but I mean, especially if you multi-class. So, you run in. You just see him stagger. Stab at him with the greatsword. And you get straight to his abdomen. You pull out. He lurches forwards. Huh. Guess I'm going to die. Fine by me. And he's just standing there. Zacchaeus. Bear Karis. What's he doing? Oh yeah, Bear Karis.
I'm going to guess
Maul him,
that
maul him.
Bear Karis would assume that he knows what Rex is doing.
Oh, he can understand what we say.
Oh, he can, even as a bear.
He can't-
He can understand, he just can't speak.
Okay.
He keeps his mentality.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what
He's the only
he'll do is he will charge forward.
Okay. So,
Behind the
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Action the dash.
You will charge forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Sure.
30. You can see him. He's like leaning up against the tent, about to go in, and he just goes, here's.
Wait, what did I see him looking through the tent?
And now I will order this.
Okay. Just once again, you just scream at him.
Do I make attacks just since like
Yeah, you held your action, so you get 2 attacks.
Basically, Max, I roared. I had him roar to tell you that he's behind the
I can actually see your dice for once. I can actually see your color. Look at that. That's much easier to read.
18.
Hit.
That's
14.
I have a feeling it's not going to be
14
relevant
hits.
that you roared. To let me know where he is.
Oh yeah, you heard this. Everyone heard this. You look inside, you see nobody's moving from their seat.
5. 10.
Plus 5, so 20 points of damage. You see. So what you hear, Randall, is this bear clomping forward.
Fuck.
How do you want to kill him?
Bitch, you get straight me, let me cut off your limbs then.
Okay, so you run up with the bear, and the bear comes to a greeting halt. As he yells, you just swing both arms up, just cut off both of his arms. He goes, and he's dead.
Works for me.
Bear Terrace will roar in victory.
I was almost like,
Did I try and shoot at Alan?
No, because you were holding your action to shoot on whoever entered when someone entered the other side of the tent. That was your trigger.
Wait, can I have Bear Terrace like take the trophy in his
Yeah, you can pick him up. Just,
Okay.
Alan, seeing as everything around him is not going well, he is going to, at his highest level, I need Gopher, dexterity saving throw with advantage. Ryder, dexterity saving throw. I need Fiend to make a dexterity saving throw. Fiend saves! Look at that. Natural 19.
I think I saved.
You save.
I mean, maybe just a little bit, and Ryder doesn't.
Ryder does not save. Alan does not save either. That was weird.
So pissed.
I threw a dice, it bounced and landed on another dice.
That was pretty cool. It's like that break thing.
Yeah, that one woman. That is literally perfectly average. So that's 4, 8, 11, 17, 18. That's 66. So Gopher, you take quarter damage of 18, so you take 4. Ryder takes 18. Fiend takes 9. Fiend falls unconscious. And Alan explodes out in like a final blast of blades. He places both of his hands, kind of like how he did before on the ground, and he just erupts outwards in several little blades. Part of his like skin starts to flesh off and peel away. And once he falls unconscious, all the blades just sink back into the ground. He's dead.
Damn it.
Essentially, motherfucker.
you bitch.
Ryder. How much does it take?
Ryder's not unconscious, is he?
No.
How much does it take to search all the damn bodies?
A few minutes, maybe.
I'm searching all of them angrily.
Make an investigation check. Angrily.
I didn't get any revenge.
So we got this.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
it's
did.
I accept the bard's defeat by Rex, but I wanted something too.
Oh, I was totally
Wait,
gonna
what
have.
are you trying to do?
He was
He's
trying
investigating the bodies.
Oh, Max or Randall.
Oh god.
Yeah, Randall.
Oh, I was gonna have Bear Harris.
23.
Okay.
What do you-
I was gonna have Bear Harris bring the body of the bard up to Randall and put it at his feet.
I burn.
You
After
see,
I search
he's
it, I
going
burn
to
the
search a body. You just see an armless bard, which is in cruel irony.
He's also headless too.
And headless. He can't sing, can't play an instrument. You just see the body of the bard dropped at your feet by
After I search
a
the
happy
body, I
bear.
burn it.
A happy
I
bear
burn
with
it
his
in the fire.
tail wagging. And
I was gonna, since combat's over, I was gonna have him turn back and be like, do what
Yeah.
you want with it.
okay. So you rolled what?
23.
Okay.
I
So
find all
looking
the
over the
shit.
bodies, you find 2 vials of black ooze.
That's good.
Great.
They didn't have the chance to use it. One got struck by lightning, and the other one got fucking eviscerated.
I'm surprised
They were only supposed to use it once they felt cornered enough to, and he didn't have the chance. He just died instantaneously by
Where's a
28
piece of
points from
paper?
lightning.
I'm gonna need a piece of paper because I'm gonna be dividing shit I know.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me give you my notebook.
I need to do math.
Math.
Don't do meth.
Here you go.
Don't do that.
You find 2 vials of ooze, about 25 more arrows. Each of them had about 5. So actually more like 35 arrows. Alan and the bard don't seem to actually have much of anything on them. All these people don't have any coin purses, nothing of substantial value.
He doesn't.
Investigating, though, you do see 2 things. There is an exploded mark of like a spark symbol on the stomach of Alan, and you have to go find it, but on the back of the bard's head, there is a blown out spark symbol from part of the hair. They get to kind of move back, and there's the spark symbol on there. At that point, you also kind of look up, and you
Yeah,
don't know where the other carts went. They are long gone.
We got this lady down.
I just saw.
She's still unconscious, by the way.
Yeah.
She's unconscious for a while.
I still
For a while.
I still search her.
Yeah, you search her. She doesn't have anything. She has arrows. You take those off. She has another. She has a short sword on her hilt.
Does she have
No
a
mark?
spark symbol?
Nope.
Oh,
None of the ones that were robes
Do you
seem
want
to
a short
have
bow,
spark
by the way?
symbols.
okay.
I'm good with the
I'm gonna go to
keep the
Harvey's
second
cart.
hand. Well, it's a hand.
Okay. Yeah, you go over to Harvey's cart, and you can see Harvey is still up against the wall, looking around. You can see him through the hole that the one exploding of blades created. And yeah,
Harvey.
Yay!
Breathing.
yeah, I'm fine.
Everything's fine now.
Oh, I'm by Harvey's card too, right?
All the
Yeah,
bodies are
I'm
going
gonna.
to
I don't want to say it out loud. They can't. They're here, and we took care of it. So stay cautious. And I think everything's good for now.
Well, we need to fix the cart. Who were they? What were they doing? Why'd they do this?
It seems as if the caravan we were traveling with, at least some of them, were part of the people that we're trying to protect you from.
The sparks.
Yes.
Yes.
We found 2 people. with
So just
them.
kind of breathe heavy.
That's why the maiden didn't seem right.
Yes. And a lot of them have fled. 2 of them are dead.
One of them fled. Oh, yeah, the rest of them fled. Yes.
And a lot of cultists also around.
Rex, what were you gonna say?
I was about to say we found 2 people that we know that has the mark of the sparks. Sorry.
You're fine. We've been at this for a while, so it makes sense that it's supposed to be a little dry.
I've been drinking.
I've been drinking soda, which is probably bad for a voice, but oh well. I got Gatorade too.
So yeah. But I don't know about the art cards. I'm gonna go check them right now. So I'm gonna leave Jinx here to see to solve the problem of the cart.
And I'm at the
Ryder will go up and start casting mending on the cart.
Randall's doing that too after he's
Yeah, you guys gather all the bits and pieces, because it's not like the wood exploded and disappeared or anything. They're just shrapnel all over. So you grab all the pieces, you go up, you start to meld it back into it using mending. It's going to take you quite a while because these are massive holes. Basically, imagine so when that explosion happened, They're longsword-sized blades that shot up out of the ground.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So puncturing upwards like that, many of them just punctured huge
Could have
gaps.
died again.
Yeah, Harvey could have died. You would have died instantaneously.
Yeah.
That's why I rolled. I was like, he's fucking lucky. It was a 50-50 shot whether he was going to die or not. And he lived. He was on the other side of the cart. Yep. Totally
Good job,
safe.
Gopher, for knocking her out.
But yeah, so you guys start mending it. It's going to take a while. What are you doing, Jacqueline?
I'm actually gonna. Since I saw that Randall was looting everything, right?
Yes.
Randall.
Jack and shit, if that's what you want, if you want to know what they had. They had these, I pull out an arrow.
What specifically did you find?
These. I have an arrow. A lot of these and nothing else.
Does she?
You can make a deception check.
I was like,
I'm not lying.
You found 2 black ooze files.
I forgot about them.
He was being truthful in his own lie.
He was lying to himself. You need to make a deception check and and an insight for yourself.
But yeah, Randall would know that you found 2 black vials. As well.
And this shit.
Oh, can I have those?
Sure.
All right.
Right. How many does that make that you have?
Recommending.
6. Jesus, man. Once you give those to Vaughn, because he wanted those to begin with. Because Vaughn wanted those to begin with.
That's why she's collecting them. Where did my pencil go? You bastard!
That was actually mine.
No, it's okay to count up.
You still have mine, right?
No.
Regardless,
Black ooze.
The black ooze? Yeah, I have.
he's got all of them other than... Yeah, he's got all of them. I don't think Ryder has any either.
Because I asked everyone because I knew.
Anyways, so...
That's all for today.
You're going to search the other cards?
I'm gonna search other cards to make sure everybody else is okay.
All of them are fine. You find them, they have barrels that are near them that are partially open, completely asleep. You kind of get closer, they seem to have slept the entire time.
Any barrels that still fill with alcohol, I'm gonna tip that over and just...
Okay. You're just gonna dump out the beer.
Go for season. No.
Go
You
for
do
it.
see Rex in the distance tipping over beer, but you would also know that beer probably knocked you out. Bad beer, BB.
When I see bad beer, it makes me angry.
Throws his horse on it. The entire forest is burnt down overnight.
But yeah, so you knock them over. All of them have a substantial amount of beer. Because guess what? You're not going to drink 40 gallons of beer very quickly. It took you guys the better part of a day amongst 10 of you to finish a barrel of beer so you could mend the top of the cart.
Yeah.
So you go across, you knock over about 4 barrels because there's one for each different group of carts. You do see Shayla's cart up in the distance. They don't seem to have a barrel, but they don't seem to be awake either.
I'm assuming, how far away are they from us?
They're 50 feet up above the head cart.
I already checked the head card, right?
Yeah, all of them are still asleep inside the tents. And you tipped over their barrel.
I'm gonna double check, so I'm gonna go check on her as well.
Okay. When you approach, there's you start to hear like what sounds like weeping, like pretty sorrowful.
How far am
You're about 30 feet from the cart. And you can hear this. It's not being hidden.
I'm walking back to the camp.
Okay. Yeah, apart from that, everyone else seems fine. Nobody was attacked. The bard may or may not have been trying to take a hostage. Didn't have the chance as he had his arms and head ripped off.
Go bear. Yes.
The bear done something to my final attack.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Now we get it. Alright, so I take this lady, bring her over by the fire.
By the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw her in.
So yeah, the 2 guards help
that's
carry
Oh, I mean,
carry her over there.
Yeah.
by the time I'm done
And I grab-
grabbing the cart,
I grab
drag
Randall and
all the other
Jacqueline.
bodies.
Okay, hold on. What are you doing? Hold on.
I'll grab Randall and Jacqueline to help interrogate.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
I'm grabbing all the other dead bodies and throwing them in the fire and lighting it.
Okay, so while you're bringing her over,
I see that.
you see him literally dragging just by a boot, so that way he can just cause as much degrading manner to the bard, just drag him across the ground. Goes, picks up Alan, grabs a bunch of the other.
Much degrading.
Yeah, just as much. Goes and grabs the other cultists. Doesn't know them too much, but still just doesn't care. Plopping them onto the fire. And then.
Technically, I don't even need to do that.
Oh yeah, you just press digitation. Boom, it's lit.
Oh.
That's a beer to help
the bodies are now burning.
Hey, that actually works.
Yeah, press digitation can light and snuff out flames immediately. It's one of the other few things that can affect your incinerate. Is if they press digitation, just boom, it's gone. But it takes an action too, so it's.
I also dumped some beer before I started.
Just
burn
you
real
see
good.
the barrel's tipping over. You're like, no.
Put it to you.
Just filled with fury and anger, just burning these people. After about an hour, unless people are going to try to sleep or anything.
Oh, I'm going to try to wake her up.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just wake her up.
I'm assuming I came back.
Oh yeah, you finished this.
I'm gonna go to Randall. Randall, I'm gonna go to sleep, so you're on guard duty then.
Okay.
Ryder will also just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Zacchaeus will also just go to sleep.
Oh, I was gonna say like
Yeah, they both just go to sleep. Just
he has used both of his
high level
animal
spells.
things and all of his high level spells. So he's gonna fucking like pass.
Ryder's
the fuck
used
out.
3 of his bardic inspirations. It's tiring. Tiring business being spellcasted. You get sleep a lot.
I want my thing back. What thing? My actual search back.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just a short rest to get that back.
Aha! So you already had that. No.
Gosh, you get super sticky.
Super sticky?
Sweat on this room. Anyways.
That's what happened when we shut 4 of us in here.
You need a bigger.
There's 5.
I don't sweat.
I can sweat. I'm a sweat. Anyways. So you wake her up, and there's like this moment where she's kind of like blowing away because completely wounded. She got knocked upside the head, and her eyes first glance is the fire filled with the people that she worked with.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in front of her as I slam her, so she sees me too.
Yeah, it's you silhouette in the
I'm
background.
like holding her up then, just
Okay.
gotta chill.
Well, both of you make intimidation checks, both with advantage. I'll say.
Okay.
Jacqueline, is there anything you're doing?
I thought Jack was good.
I was gonna be like, well, it looks like I'm playing good cop then.
Oh, give me a backup.
I don't care. I know how much I know how much they don't talk about anything. They don't.
Oh,
17. This is also an important notion. After the hour, the draconic scales and face actually like meld back before the scales then just fall off, and where the scales were is just completely pale skin. You can see like any cuts and bruises that they had. There's just like this little small dribble of black liquid falling out before blood starts to pour out as well.
I call
Wait a
her,
second.
I call her
Did you also get a 14?
No, I got a 10.
Oh,
You can use your strength instead of your charisma if it's higher.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Because I just think intimidation, it's like, you don't have to be charismatic to be really intimidating.
True.
Gopher especially, where he intimidated the shit out of
especially
assassins.
when he's holding her.
Yeah, so you can, for intimidation, I say you can probably use your strength still as well as
Okay.
charisma,
Right.
because you don't have to say scary things to be scary.
True. Okay.
That's why, was it works?
Orcs, yeah, they have advantage on like intimidation checks or
Yeah,
something.
I was about to say, like, doesn't Orc have
They also have a really cool thing that's kind of like the brutal critical. Or
Uh,
is it brutal?
it is brutal critical, and they have Undying Rage, where when they're knocked unconscious for the first time every day, they can stand back up with 1 HP. For free. Like, just... No! Stab. Anyways,
Orcs are cool.
orcs are interesting. They're typically the barbarian type, but regardless. So,
Not monks named Beef.
you do wake her up. That's what she sees. And you roll the 14 for intimidation? Randall?
Yes.
Okay, and you roll the 10? Well, 11. Yeah.
I'll just cross my arms like.
Okay. She's just watching, looking at you all. What do you want?
Oh, where's the cart going?
I don't know. What carts? I was just told to attack. Kill a group of people, especially an elven man. Didn't see one, but
Would his name, perhaps, just out of curiosity, be Ryder Hawkins?
yeah.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
Ryder sleeps.
You're holding her. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I hate you.
That's twice.
What's it total?
That is a 17.
Oh, you
Nice.
save. You save. You're good. She looks at you and just says, like, you see this like energy kind of coursing into her mouth as she kind of does a small incantation, and she just says the word "kill."
Oh, she was trying to command you.
He
Oh.
just tightens her grip. Oh.
Okay.
Alright, well, since we've seen that intention.
Didn't work.
Well
dumb.
then, let's
Didn't
see
work.
here.
Yeah, that didn't work. So, what are you guys doing?
I stab her mouth, throw her in the fire.
My grip gets tighter.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, your grip is tight. She
I
just
just
like.
stab a dagger into her mouth, throw her in the fire.
I was gonna take a playing one of my playing cards out.
So you two just stab her, and you just clench the hair. She goes,
Yeah.
ah!
I also tell him to throw her in the fire.
But I don't do it yet.
You don't do it yet. Well, she's dead.
Oh, she's dead? Alright, well, yep, in the fire she goes.
She wasn't going to be of much use anyway.
Yeah.
Nope.
Rex over here.
He's like,
Yeah, she would have tried to command you to kill her anyways. Like either that, or say the word betray, and then you'd have to kill someone else.
Oh.
For one turn.
I wish you would have said that.
Because the thing is, we can get all philosophical here. Betraying, you can't betray the person who said the word betray, because that's following their words to
Right.
betray someone.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
You should have said that. I wanted to.
Oh, believe me, they have intentions of doing that in the future. But,
Oh.
because command's an easy spell, it's a first level spell. It only lasts one turn. But, anyways, yeah, you could stab her in the sides of her mouth, throw her in the fire, burn her
How do you
away.
manage to stab her?
Yeah, you got her in the mouth, you got her in the side of the head.
I slit her throat.
Oh, yeah. With a playing card.
I don't have any more daggers. And Moon's shadow isn't listening to me anymore.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
Yeah, it's still. It's like a joy buzzer when you try to grab it.
Oh, God.
She hasn't even tried to grab it. She's like, nah.
It's just giving a busy signal at all times.
It's not really busy. It's annoying. Anyways, nothing else is going on. People have started to go back to sleep. You see Fiend.
Yeah.
Actually, important notion. It's been quite a while. Fiend lives.
Oh.
Barely.
I don't know.
2 and 2.
Oh.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I get
Wow.
arrested.
Yeah, Fiend's unconscious.
We have another body. He hasn't done anything useful.
He shot arrows.
He tried.
None of them hit.
He was a meat shield. No, he wasn't. He wasn't even a target.
Attack the cart.
It's even that.
Anyways, what's everyone doing?
I'm getting my rest.
Watching him
Get
go into
rested.
bed.
I'm giving Fiend his dice back.
Yeah, you give his. He's unconscious.
Actually, no, I'll give Jesse his dice.
Okay, Jesse's over there as you guys murdered this, this cultist who you wanted to take prisoner. Maybe 30 seconds into talking to her, you immediately slit her throat, stabbed her in the mouth, gripped her head, and threw her into the fire. They're just, both of them just look out. What was the point of that?
Well, as soon as we
be,
realized she was trying to use command, it was just not worth it.
yeah, you might be asking yourself, why did I tie that person up? If I was there, I would have told you to kill her. Because the cultists don't do interrogation very well. As you saw.
I suppose.
Suicide or
Suicide or
Or
redemption.
they get murdered by a dragon. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
that was what happened to the group of 4 individuals. It was 4. They got eviscerated by like massive bolts of lightning. It was cut, lightning killed 2 people. It was brutal. Moving on. People go to sleep. Anybody keeping watch?
Yeah, it's, I keep watching that. I go to sleep, but
Okay. Anybody
So you're
switching?
gonna wake me up then? It's past 8.
yeah, it's
Okay. Yeah. Roll perception check. You both can roll perception checks because you'll be only on watch.
I'm just gonna send a silent prayer. Please
19.
forgive me.
You feel
Krillin.
as you pray, you feel her presence. There's still this feeling of almost like wishing, like an action must be made, sort of deep feeling.
I understand. I don't know what you want me to do. But...
You just get that as a feeling.
Right. And before I go to bed, I'm gonna look up at my candle again. Looks like it's going to be just you and me for a little bit longer here.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
This mass larceny is, believe it or not, a very big deal to good divine gods.
Lawful
You stole.
good God.
Put it this way: normal commoner life, you live off of like 5 silver a day. Probably even less than that. What was stolen was nearly 3,000 golds worth. That's enough to put someone good for life. A non-adventurer living in meager conditions, but that's a lot of money.
Alright.
That's like every piece of gold is basically a week.
Jesus.
But yeah, so you get your sleeps, get your watchful eyes out, and you enjoy a nice, good, long rest. When you wake up, Alan and Mead have not returned.
They won't.
They will not return.
No.
I'd be
have-
really surprised if Alan returned.
You made me think for a
If
second.
Alan returns,
You got return of Alan.
he brings you into the fire with him. No, I don't want to sleep again.
Let me just start shit. I just grab it.
Fucking horror movie.
It's like a lich.
Yeah.
Comes out, his face falling off. Randall.
I didn't kill him. He wouldn't go for me.
Randall he didn't even do anything to you. It's just the bard. He threw a few things at you and exploded swords in your given area.
In your given area.
But yeah, you get your nice long rest in. Full hit points, half your hit dice if used. Ryder doesn't,
The
and
rider doesn't get full.
he doesn't get his half hit dice if he spent any because he's wearing medium armor, unless he took it off to get his hit dice back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, does he? Did he use up any hit dice?
I used 1.
Okay, we'll say that he would have taken off his armor, slept, then got into it. So he got his hit dice back. But just notion for the future.
I thought he had a special ability because of his gun.
You're right. It was actually only going to affect you. Did you use any hit dice?
Me?
Yeah.
Did you write?
1.
Did you write?
We'll assume that you
Did
removed
you
it.
put 3d12s, right?
3d12s.
Yeah.
You have 3d12s and 2d8s.
I was just gonna write it so it's more visible.
Yeah, my handwriting's very light and faint.
Yeah.
Unless I use a pen.
I think we were using a
Even
pencil
then.
at work. We were using like a legit like makeshift pencil that we had to sharpen.
Oh,
You remember that?
yeah. But yeah, so you get a nice long rest in. Fully sleeping. Gopher, make a wisdom saving throw.
Dude, what is your problem?
Times. I have many dates that I have to keep. What was that? What's your total?
17.
No, not
17?
answered.
You get these visions. You do get your long rest in still,
Okay.
because you saved.
Alright.
Just barely.
Alright.
There's this moment where you feel the same energy as you did before. This presence,
Okay.
this binding to a post with the image is much more vivid. You see the night hag that you had seen before.
Oh.
You see the sea hag beside her.
No.
And you see an unconscious you strapped to a post.
I remember that.
There's a moment where the blue skulled flame brushes up against you. And this time you see something enter your body.
Oh.
It's dark, it's black, and once it enters, you see this pulse of black veins that overlap across your entire body.
Death.
And then they vanish.
Oh.
And then in the far distance, you hear clattering. of footsteps and torches, and you see Strauss Driscoll and your companions that were on the ship coming to save you. And then you get knocked back out from that image. You see a picture of a crevice, very deep, nearly 50 feet down, that's just sand. It's almost as if there's a digit into the ground that was just punched in. It's covered in sand. The given area has no foliage except for the lipping ring around it. And at the very bottom, you see a swirling mass that just takes shape, and these disgusting dust creatures emerging out of it. Much like before, where you had seen several hands emerging out of the same sort of pit. Except this time you can see it more clearly. The image is more vivid.
Okay.
Once you do see this, it cuts over, pans backwards, further and further into the air, and you can see just to the left of that is this very large link. And it zooms in very quickly, and you see a very white flower with red prawns.
Oh.
And it zooms back out once more, and you wake up from your dream.
Can I remember what?
Oh, sorry. There's also one more thing. After it zooms back out, there's an image of a fairly destroyed city. It has kobolds, rogue figures, dozens of just entities inside of it. There's buildings on fire, blazoned, and you have not seen this city before.
Oh, okay.
It looks to be near the Sea of Swords,
Oh.
because you can see the sea over in the distance. In that image, all the entities vanish. All the fire vanishes. But there's one lone figure that stands nearly 25 feet tall and doesn't look to be human, or humanoid, or fleshy. It has large chinks into it and looks to be almost ceramic of sorts. And once it turns to look at you, and then the image fades, and then you wake up from your dream.
Alright. Do I remember, like...
Make an intelligence saving throw. Or intelligence check. Sorry, not saving throw.
Okay. Because there's two things I wanted to remember. If I've ever seen the monster before, or if I remember that flower.
Yeah, pencil. Write it down.
Well, he needs to remember it first, because the thing is that unless the effect takes place, he doesn't remember the image initially. He has to try to delve into his mind.
Yeah. No.
You're trying to remember, and you just try and try. You know you've seen the night hag. You've seen that at least, and you've seen the blue skull. And then the image cuts away, and that's as far as you get. What?
We forgot the dice tray.
Oh my god. We'll just order another one. It's like $10. Yeah. I mean, this one was 23 because I got it on eBay, and it was a Celtic design, and I wanted that. So it looks cool.
It does.
It does.
It do.
And it's fairly big too, so it's
Yeah.
it's valuable.
Pretty big. Painted.
So that's
One,
That's
two,
6 I believe.
Yeah. So. Regardless, you wake up. You don't remember anything. You see Gopher kind of has a little bit of baggage under his eyes, but he still looks fully rested.
You lose 3 max hit points again.
But
I'm gonna be irritated as fuck. I'm gonna start raging.
I was about to say you rage. You try to remember.
do you recharge rages on a long rest or short rest?
What'd you say?
Do you recharge rages on a long rest or short rest?
It's
I believe it's a short rest.
It's a short rest. Wait. I didn't write it.
But regardless,
Why he can't get it back from is a long rest.
I'm saying if he rages now,
Oh.
as like a joke or something. Anyways, after some time, Alan and the rest of them wake up, soundly asleep. And they
Alan woke up?
Sorry, not Alan. The head cart woke up, and he looks around, sees the rest of you awake.
Being up.
What happened last night?
Alan tried to kill us all.
Alan?
Yeah. Guess who was with the dragon cult?
Sparks. Well, accurate.
Close enough.
You were saying something about the Sparks being after us. I guess they were the ones after us.
It also turns out that Beer Man, Mead, you know him?
the barrel? Barrel cart, yeah.
Yes. He was also
Ah.
hostage.
Was he hiding beings inside of the barrels?
What?
Was he hiding creatures inside the barrels or something?
No,
They probably called for backup, and the actual cult of the dragon showed up.
Oh.
we're also assuming the alcohol was poisoned with something.
Yes.
He looks over and he sees the barrels knocked over and the beer is still kind of running down. Oh. Huh. It's gonna tear me away from drinking anything for a while. It's been a while since I've drank anything in the first alcohol I drank.
Water.
You know what?
I don't think so. Not to be rude, but I think I'm not gonna be drinking anything from anyone else except my own water skin for
That
some
is
time.
very fair.
Good choice.
I think that goes for everybody from now.
Yeah. We were roofied, essentially.
Correct.
What is that?
It's some kind of drug. I don't know what it does. Something
It's
about
only-
dating. No.
We really like to use it at the temple.
Oh,
Help us
God.
get answers.
God.
It's not a truth serum.
It's not a truth serum.
It is a truth serum.
Anyways. So, well, those two carts are gone then, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
we're just going to be a little bit more compact.
And-
It should be a lot easier at this point. We passed Thieves' Way and don't have any other...
This is the head card, right?
Yeah, this is the head cart. This is the one brown-haired dude.
Wow.
The only one that you see.
The one... like the two carts that immediately were like, those guys suck, and then the two carts that were like, those guys are cool, totally flipped around. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't like that they were using thieves again.
Alan's cart?
Yeah.
we didn't find that out until later, though.
You didn't find that out until a little bit ago, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
right
before
away.
making it a dragon spirit.
Right away, Mead, we talked to him, he seemed cool, and Alan seemed cool.
I was telling this to Randall during the break. Go back and listen to the episodes. There are tons of signs. Tons that I was throwing out. For instance, the markings to the Harpers, those were sewn in.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, I said it twice. Like, they were sewn into his robes, not magically placed like your normal one was.
Yeah, she didn't. We were in. She's delusional, basically. And she didn't think. She's not far enough into the Harpers to be like, oh yeah. He might just be high ranking. He has like fucking 50 of the damn thing.
He's got 12.
Yeah.
Regardless. Moving on. Eventually, unless you guys are doing anything, the carts start to get set up and move out.
Yeah, I also mentioned you might want to be careful. They left before us. Who knows who says they're not going to come backwards trying to find us?
We'll be on watch then.
Oh,
Our plan will actually change to probably having both of our carts up in front, and then if another cart's coming towards us, we'll move that back so that way they can pass us. But other than that, we'll be really, really careful.
Yeah.
I think it might be best by this point because we have you, your two carts, the large man, and where is the mechanic woman up there?
She's
as well?
over there.
The mechanic will be a very useful help.
Well, I was going to state that maybe putting your carts next to each other rather than being 50 feet away might be more beneficial because current standings, we're now a cart of only 5. 6 if you count 5 different groups. 4 different groups.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, at that, I think I will go over to see how Shayla's doing.
okay. So, as everything's getting set up, you head over to Shayla. You can see the brothers are setting up everything. Shayla herself is just kind of sitting inside of the cart, motionless, just looking around, getting whatever remedial task she can done.
I look to the brothers, actually.
Okay.
And I go, how is she doing?
How would you be doing in a given circumstance?
And very. Don't want to sound rude, but in a more tragic circumstance, I turned myself into a man and hid from the world. So,
Well, hiding from the world is one thing for sure that I'm sure she's feeling. Turning yourself into a man? Probably not, but
I didn't want to be found by the people who wiped out literally everyone I knew and loved.
well, at least those that did this are long in the grave.
Yes, very well. And much thanks to you as well. I might add. You fought valiantly.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that everyone else at least made it out too.
With the current situation, you are too far away to probably see. We have lost 2 cogs. Both were part of the Cult of the Dragon and all the sparks.
They left last night, yeah?
Yes, they did.
Saw them head out and didn't make much note about it. Figured they're just off doing their own business.
Probably going back to possibly get reinforcements, I would assume.
Well, that's not good.
But in light of the new circumstances, we have the head cogs have changed the way that we are going to be moving. Since there are only 5 of us left, it will be the 2 head cogs in the front, side by side, 2 behind them, side by side, and 1 in the back.
You have 2 carts.
Oh yeah, and then 2 of us.
So it'll be 2, 2, 2.
Yeah. Where, per se, would you want to be?
Looks over at Shayla, who's just kind of meandering. You can see there is a remedial silvering pigot that someone had dug into the ground before this. It's not nearly as well as the other ones, but it's still in the ground. I think it'd be best if we probably sat in the middle. Not to be rude, but we have less force now, and at this point we would need the extra protection.
Alright. Who would you prefer be next to you if you have a chance to?
I would say you, but have you talked to the fat man?
I have not.
He's probably going to demand a middle position.
That is very true.
So that's why I'm apologizing. You 2 are probably going to be left in the back again.
That is fine.
We
We can watch everyone up to that point.
We do only have 8 or 7 days left before we make it there. Other than that, nothing else is really going to be going on.
I wish you the best of luck,
As you.
and we will see you on the road again.
Yeah.
And I don't talk to shit.
Yeah. If you even tried, she wouldn't have responded.
No.
So.
That's why I went to them first. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
fair. So making your way back, unless someone's doing anything.
I'm actually gonna go talk to the Lord.
You're gonna go talk to the Lord? Okay. So you.
I'm gonna literally walk up. Okay, I'm gonna be quick about this because preparations need to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Alan and the meat guy were with the Sparks. They tried to kill us all last night.
Okay.
So we are going into a defensive
He heard.
formation. So, in case they come back.
Throwing out at me.
Yeah.
What do you need from I'm not sure.
I'm
what
just
you're
letting
doing.
you know.
Wait, dude. As I'm walking back, do I see?
You see Randall putting his arms out like in very like auspicious manners. You don't know what they're saying, but you see that.
How far away am I?
You're about like 60, 80 feet.
Oh, okay.
So as you would be nearby and hear it, but yeah, you're still coming back from Shayla's car as this is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is a lot you're throwing at us, I suppose.
Mhm.
I can trust the rest of you. Still on terse terms.
Yeah.
You
but
did threaten me.
I think we can agree to survive for another day.
I
For
think
now.
we'll have a mutual understanding.
Yeah. We
For a
don't
week's
ever,
time.
We don't ever have to see each other again.
Agreed.
Unless it's desperate.
Agreed.
Because
Wow.
who knows if they'll come after us after we
If that's happening, I'm going to be hiding. But
Good choice.
Hiding where? What is big enough?
So
What hole
is that everything you say?
Yeah, pretty much. I inform everything.
What about the positioning of the carts? You leave
I
that
have-
information out?
That's like I'm not. All I know is the 2 head carts are going to go side by side. And then,
Well, I would like to be in the middle.
fine, we can work with it. We're just going more defensive. That's the big thing.
I suppose so. The road would accommodate for the two carts at the same time. Is that all you need?
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know.
Well,
I'm gonna-
Thank you.
I'm going to go get ready to go.
Kind of see you just turn around and you walk away. Looks over. So, was I me, right?
No, I wish. You just hear Randall's.
The person that threatened him comes by and warns him. A little weird. You shot Eldritch blasts near him when he was trying to buy a horse. It's like,
Randall hears that, goes, I wish you were. I really do. Life would be so much easier.
okay. He gets onto his horse, and unless anyone else is doing anything, carts start to move once more.
Well, I was.
Okay, what are you gonna do then?
I was actually going to go.
Okay, you go over to the library.
Ah, my lord, how are you doing this morning?
Well, fine.
You look bewildered.
I talked to your friend over there.
And what did he tell you by chance?
It was very quick. Well, a little difficult to catch the details. Mead, evil. Alan, evil. Carts changing to Braille. 6 bumps.
Not the smartest one, this one. Okay. Cool. Alright.
Mutual agreement to hate, but not for a week. A lot happened in the span of a few seconds.
I will say, he was correct. Me, evil. Alan, evil. I don't know what you mean about the braille.
I think it's the
Say.
pattern that we're going to be setting ourselves up now.
Sets of 2.
Sets of 2, so 6 in total, much like first lettering for, what is it, 0? No, 9. What letter is for all 6 bumps? I used to remember this from Pokemon, because you gotta fucking know it to get the Reggies in the stupid game.
Oh my god.
I know, it talks in Braille. In a video game, you can't feel the screen, it's useless.
It's ingenious.
It's so stupid. It's like, great.
Do you want to make a language people won't understand?
Braille.
Oh my god.
So I would like to be in the middle.
Okay. I don't know how much I don't know much about you, actually, but I will tell you. You will be next to the mechanic's cot. Joe, she recently lost her brother to very similar circumstances to what we almost lost our lives to last night. I beg of you, be nice.
I was like, would he care? Enough to not cause a scene, probably.
Especially if something started, they could come back.
Probably could kill him. So he won't bring up the dead brother.
Okay. If nothing else, don't condole her. It won't do anything. Just
Console.
ignore her. Whatever. Condole is the synonym. Same thing.
Oh. Words with them here. Learn new things every day.
Yes. Yep. So, I just wanted to tell you that. We will be behind you. As, you know. And, hopefully nothing else happens.
I agree, but at this point we have passed these way, and now we don't have to do with anything else.
Let's hope, man. Unless they come back for us. With more people. They did run off last night. I can only assume to either tell their leaders of the fact that we might be dead, or call for reinforcements just in case. So we might want to remain cautious, which is what the arrangement of cots is doing.
I see.
I would get your men ready if you want to get to Waterdeep alive.
He holds out like a baton and spins it in his hand. You can see several of the guards kind of prepare to notch arrows initially. And then they realize that that's a stupid idea because that would just damage the bow, so they stop that. But yeah, they prepare and they get the cart set up.
Alright.
Oh, right before explaining your circumstances to me, I don't necessarily trust you all, but at the same time,
The enemy
we've
of
been
my
together
enemy.
for 2-3 weeks now.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Acquaintance, but sure.
Yes. I look forward to seeing us all alive in Waterdeep.
As do I.
And I will.
I have mission, yes. As you walk away, he goes, I have, okay. So, anybody else do anything? As we look over to Rex, who is digging in the dirt for some sticks, and then just places them
And your
on the
face.
bridge.
No, I was not.
The carts begin to move once again. And immediately, after an hour of time, you get bored again. Nothing is happening. and
No
it's-
such thing as boredom when you have playing cards at the ready.
At this point as well, it's important to know, you guys don't have natural horses now. You have 2 carts that you are now piloted. So you're just sitting down, waiting and waiting and waiting. Head cart can make a perception check, so Randall.
I'm driving the other cart though. You are.
17.
So should I make a...
No, because he's ahead. Oh, yeah, make no one, because you guys are now next to each
I'm
other.
still sitting next to. I'm gonna sit next to Rex again.
Yeah, so you two.
Where is the carousel stand?
He was on top of the cart. We'll just assume he's not.
Right behind.
We'll just assume he's not paying attention.
Okay.
He's looking at Ryder writing.
Oh, on top of the other card.
18.
Yeah. 18. Yeah, he's on top of the old cart, not the new cart.
That's 14.
Just general perception, keeping a careful glance out, making sure there's no cards coming out of the corners, no other cultists aiming their crossbows, nothing of the sort.
A dragon swooping down out of nowhere.
You hear a large flapping of leathery wings.
Oh no.
No.
A beholder.
Disintegrate rate.
Done.
Dead. Disintegrated.
Oh
Eviscerated.
no. It's Godzilla.
Okay, we're being super racist right now.
Yes.
Stop.
So
Making your way down the road, in your current format, there's a few times where you have to move your cart back because there's some carts coming back towards you. So to be courteous and not take up the entire road,
Nah, I don't care about that.
you are about 75 feet apart from each cart. About 20 feet apart from yourselves. Nothing seems to be going on. You can see Shayla's just there, kind of writing.
Yeah.
Um,
Is she still dropping?
no, she was only doing that during the normal thing. She just pickets it at night.
Oh, okay.
She was only doing that in Troll's Claw because it couldn't stop, and it was already sinking into the mud anyways. So, at this point, a few hours pass. Those few hours turn into more hours, turn into many more hours, and then you get to nights. Once again, nothing seems to happen. Sadie and Spacey both just kind of look around, bored out of their minds. They look at Ryder, who's just kind of there. Spacey's just looking forwards, but Sadie is, as extrovert as she is extremely freaking out. She hasn't talked in forever. Jacqueline, we're playing cards.
Oh. Does anyone else want to play some cards?
I do, and I realize
You're on that cart.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
All right. Then we shall play. You must be bored out of your mind.
I'll strip all them.
I think that I'll skip out of that game.
No.
Thank you, though.
Just kidding.
Subtly.
Fucking pussy.
My old maid.
Fucking
Oh,
pussy.
man.
Only games that I really know.
Are you willing to learn others?
Sure, I
play
just
Uno.
want to do something. What's Uno?
Sakaris will play as well.
So Garrett's on the other card.
Oh, really?
We will play Crazy It!
Oh.
war.
I don't even know that one.
It's literally math. It's like, an 8 beats a 7. Those are my cards now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get the same number, you put 3 down,
No, we're
then
playing-
you do war. And if you win, you get all the reward.
We're playing her favorite game, golf.
Alright. I don't know how to play golf. I forgot.
You remember how I just showed you how to
I
play
forgot.
golf. It's with the 4 cards and you're
Oh,
flipping.
yeah.
Yeah, we're playing golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot some.
I never taught you how to play golf.
Yes, you did, but.
I did?
Yeah, I played the 4 cards.
Oh, 4 cards where you flip them up and try to get the load? Okay.
Anyways, I have to play golf. You guys are playing card games.
Yeah.
Nightfall hits. It's now dark. While you're
I'm going
playing
to roll-
card
I'm
games.
going to roll a d20 to see how many times I win.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Roll a d20.
Hurrah!
Another perception check, I assume.
Yeah, make another perception check. So now it's dark, so
got
you
I
have
got
disadvantage.
Oh. Oh. You're playing 2? What?
I thought it was perception.
Oh.
Yeah, he's rolling for perception. He's different.
11.
11. Well, for the game, 3.
No.
Wow, okay, I rolled 13.
You rolled 9, and you rolled what?
11.
11. Yeah, keep a close eye out. Nothing seems to be happening, and then eventually the cards come to a stop after another good hour into the night. Setting up camp, and
Setting up camp. Harvey,
Yeah.
good still?
you hear a say, I was waiting for you. Yeah, I'm fine. Is everyone else fine?
Everything's fine right now. We're just moving ahead. I didn't check on you because I want to be safe, make sure no one else is watching us.
Harvey, if I may,
Yeah. What?
throughout this entire journey, except for in Troll's Claw, you've had someone inside the cart with you? Yes?
Yeah.
However, Rex and Randall both need to pilot carts. Do you want a replacement?
I should be fine. Randall's out front of mine. Yeah. Yes. Or one of them is at least piloting mine. I should be fine with that. I'm doing better. Doing better than before. Spars scare me. They scare me. But so I have the doors locked again. But I should be fine.
Good to hear.
Alright. As long as you think you will be fine. We will continue protecting you from out
Yeah,
here.
we have a better part of like another week, and then we'll make it to Waterdeep. And
Yes.
from there, I'll be able to hide, find a secluded area, and create a nest of sorts. So that should be fine.
Didn't really want to know that you're going to create a nest. but- Do you?
He just flies away as a halfling man. Gnome! Damn it! Gnomish! Ah!
He's a no.
He's a gnome.
Oh.
John, though, will
Definitely
actually
fine.
pitch in as well and talk to you guys. So, you're escorting someone?
Yes. There's a man in that black box, I
Why
guess.
do we forget to keep telling people?
Yeah, the stag is on
Or
your
what?
cart as well, Randall, sitting next to you.
Oh, I assume.
Oh.
He
I
uses the
actually
chest as a
forgot we
pad.
are technically escorting 2 people.
Yeah, you have
I'm
never seen
still
this
impressed.
theater.
Wasn't the Deer's portal thing supposed to be in Troll's Claw still?
No.
Nope. He was
Forward.
somewhere. He needed to go home, and it was somewhere off the beaten path. He knew that it was near a lake. Was the entrance?
Wasn't he? Did he also say that he signal if it was close?
He did say that he would. There was a conversation between Randall and the deer to give them warning if they were closer. And in that conversation, he said that he was getting closer after Troll's Claw. He was getting closer because that's when Zacchaeus spoke to him. You weren't there, unfortunately, Randall, but Randall was. He did say that they were getting closer. He didn't know where it was, just that he felt more of a presence.
But yes, there is a little man in that.
That's quite offensive. And she stands about 3 feet tall.
If you saw him, no. I don't mean little man as in short. I mean little man. He's not very manly, I will say.
Just about to getting a little racist there.
Oh no. You are a strong woman. I've seen
Damn
you
right.
fight.
I'll just take your lip off right where you're talking. But
They're about to play a interesting game. Why don't you join them?
I don't know you people. I'm here just to get back to my people, I suppose.
By the way, where is that?
I don't feel like I need to tell you.
Oh.
Going to Waterdeep, that's all
Very
it's
fair.
needed to say.
Well, that, not to be mean, that's where our ways will part.
Well, that's fair. I'll be with my people and so I can help what they need. Get my job done that I was meant to do, and then go back to El Terrell.
Wait, what?
My job is to go to Waterdeep, and then once that job is done and do what I need to do there, head back to El Terrell.
Who are you working for,
Like I said, I don't feel like I need to tell you.
Let's kill him.
We might be working with some people too.
You work with El Terrell. Who in El Terrell do you work under?
He's Emerald,
You point over to. You lean off the side. You point over at Rex.
and I'm also being
I'm not
quiet.
telling you about this.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember telling you guys. I showed us a new weapon.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think we've seen that weapon before.
That is where it came from. So the only people that actually had that weapon were those of the Emerald Enclave. I think that's what stemmed into them knowing that you were a part of the Emerald Enclave, because they also saw the weapon, the same, like a similar weapon that they had taken the trials with, and then you left with one. So I think that they assumed, and you were also asking about the Emerald Enclave when in the library.
Ryder
You
was
asked
with
Ryder,
him,
who was in the library, about
Yes,
it. 'cause
I
he
don't
had gone
think you
first.
said anything, but I'm pretty sure Jordan rolled and was able to recognize it and told everyone.
Not because he didn't go yet. He was one of the second. Regardless, they know.
Or no, it was he went first.
Yes.
Regardless, most of us have. Sorry.
Yeah.
Most of us have seen the weapon.
So the Emerald Enclave, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Part of that.
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable talking about
I
anything?
cannot.
Okay.
I'm technically part of nothing at the moment, and our bard companion is also technically not part of anything at the moment. We
Good
both
job.
must make it back in order to do things for.
Initiative.
Yes.
Fair enough. I've been root for it for part of 10 years now. So. Go over. I'm ready to attack. Goes back to his little sleep.
Just
Playing more cards.
Literally, his head pops up and I just gently push it down.
Well, he's on the other card. He's on the old.
You
He's on the
could
new
say
card.
that his head popped up like a gopher.
Hardy har
Have
har.
we also stopped at this point?
Yeah, you have stopped. So.
So he pops up. Just don't worry.
Well, I mean, if you work in El Terrell, that seems fine to me. Yeah. I work for someone there. Someone you probably don't know. So.
Okay. It seems like our paths might be
Intertwined?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not quite sure myself, but. We'll see when that time crosses.
As long as you can hold your own in a fight, we don't care.
Yeah.
I've seen that I can do fine.
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah, she do fine. I see her kill a couple goblins
That-
with her own.
You did say that two individuals fled? Yeah?
No,
Was it Harvey, or not Harvey, Mead and Alan? Did you know these people?
Alan is dead, and the rest of his cart fled.
Yeah.
But me, yes.
Did you know these people, or?
We thought we did. Mead said he was part of the Harpers, but
How did he show this sign?
he showed his patches, which we should have known that it was nonsense.
They didn't look like this, and she pulls out, she slides up from her waist, like underneath her shirt, another symbol of the Harpers, and slides it across her armor.
No. He had 12 of them.
She
back in?
slides a symbol of the Harpers up from her waist.
He had 12 of them. They looked exactly like that, and he could not move them.
Oh, well, that should have been the first time to begin with.
I don't even think we asked him to try to move them.
No.
To check.
Well, it was you two that saw them?
I came up as he was showing them.
No, it was her and a poor writer.
You're on the other card.
No, I thought it was something.
We're stopped anyways. We're stopped anyways. So I keep forgetting that we've stopped.
I am well
I
ashamed
made
of
it
myself, actually.
To get to see the symbols.
Hmm.
I
So,
I
yeah,
got over there as he showed
Those two, I pointed her and writer.
I will actually like hang my head a little bit.
Randall was also there.
Jacqueline, you loser.
Yeah, I'll actually hang my head a little bit. I am actually well ashamed of myself, as I also.
Yeah,
slide.
from your hood, you flip it up, you slide it out, and you slide it back down.
I am one who should have also known that you don't get 12 of them when you initiate. But we were in the middle of a very bad swamp and my mind was elsewhere. Just happy to see what looked like a friendly face.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, no, that's not good. If they had 12, then the only way they would have gotten that is from members, which is not a good thing.
No.
If they were sewn in, did you say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we assume.
Well, yeah, no. Well, at least I know I can trust you.
And
At
as we
least I
were
know.
correct, our paths are intertwined.
Apparently
More
so.
heavily than
I
we
will say,
thought 2
I-
seconds ago.
I joined the Harpers out of alternative interests, but sure. We had mutual agreements, and I mean that my path involved them. Yes, where's my prize? Where's my? Does
Or,
the Dragon Queen book? There it is. Because she has a note set that she needs to speak about.
She's still talking currently.
Yes.
Okay, I will not interrupt her.
At this point, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die regardless, because I've already said that on the Harpers. I'm part of the Black Network as well. And, more or less, they coincide with the Harpers. Not necessarily friends or allies, but they go for the same goal. We're here to stop the Cult of the Dragon. So, the Black Network has been focusing more so on the Cult of the Dragon's location, while the Harpers are more so looking
basically-
at false locations or preventative measures. That's my foot. That is my foot, Randall. Sorry, but I just stand. You have
There's-
long feet that stretch outwards from your body.
I'm sorry, there's only so much room on this
You
card.
tall folk.
So you work on
There isn't a lot of
So you're
space, and you
the
can
hidden-
jam over this.
people who gather information on the enemies then.
More or less, we're just a... Black Network is a group of mercenaries that is hired on by other groups to get jobs done.
Do I
Hired on by the Harpers.
can I make an intelligence check on this?
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
Might as well too.
Yeah, you two, go for it. You can also make one.
From the side of the card as we push him down.
Roll. Roll.
Intelligence check. No!
Over 20.
Over 20.
I got a whole investigation.
It's just an intelligence check.
Oh, intelligence?
Yeah, just intelligence.
So I got a 5.
Okay.
19.
19? Okay. Yeah, you've, over the time of being you in your group, you've definitely actually, like, probably allied with the Black Network at some point, as they are a Black Network hidden across the entire globe. Or the ring of land as this realm is currently. Yeah, they're not necessarily good kin, but they get the job done. They're like a criminal society that dwells very similar to like a thieves guild. So
They're anti-heroes.
they're anti-heroes, yes.
Which is what mercenaries usually are.
Yeah, more or less. They get the job done, and you've dealt with them before as both suspects and Allies. So you have mixed feelings about someone of the Black Network, but you yourself don't have any huge grievances to them. You also know that they've also gone as the name as Zentarum before. And,
That's probably what I know him as.
yeah, you know them as Zentarum for sure. So their goal in a lot of like the higher ups of the Black Network is to attempt to try to grasp a throne or try to become someone of a higher stature, so that way they can have more authority and rule over a certain portion of land. So that is something that they've always desired, but at the same time,
Somehow
likes
they
to-
never reach.
yes, something that's very difficult, especially with everything else going on. You also know that from someone that works in the Black Network, usually pretty self-centered, not one to sacrifice their life to protect someone or chase anyone down. That's not meant of their goal. Seeing someone get murdered, they're not one to lend a hand, more or less, unless it might be a threat to themselves. They're the antithesis of a hero.
Yet still somewhat heroes.
Somewhat heroes if they are doing something good in their own chaotic way.
How does Terrace?
Zentarum piece.
So you like,
This will be interesting.
so you like gather information and stuff.
Yeah, you wouldn't know this, and Gopher wouldn't know this. Only Randall would have gathered that information. You rolled 12, you said?
Mhm.
Yeah, not good enough.
Sure, we'll go with that for now, because that seems to be what they're being paid to do. Hi, Taryn.
Oh, then well acquainted.
He is well acquainted with a lot of random people,
Mm.
things.
You're,
Bahamut's shadow reaches far.
I see. He actually takes a sip from the water skin. So, you're a member of the Church of Bahamut then?
It's shadow.
Well, hello. I'm sure
If
we
she's
have
been
never
with-
been fully
if
acquainted.
She's been with him long enough. I think that's a good description for what my group would refer them to as the shadow. The truth. So she's familiar with us, and she recognizes it.
Yeah, she wouldn't know you, but she would.
The group.
Yeah.
Cohorts.
Well, I guess it's up to you what happens. I suppose we either be acquainted or
We be acquainted.
have grievances.
For now, we seem to be acquainted as you're being paid by our people.
Yeah, I've been hired on by someone in Elturel to do it. And in my current state, I am an officiate of the Harpers. Nobody else, not someone of the Black Network. I am doing what I was told to do by the Harpers. Take that as you will. I am still a member of the Black Network and the Zentarum, but beside the point.
So yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
I see.
Yeah.
You were gonna say something?
Yeah. Then I thought I was just like that might answer me, so I'm not gonna
Yes.
say
You
that.
can ask. You can ask whatever.
It's just as long as we're being paid by the same people, I assume you'll kill anyone who will
Sure.
kill the same people.
I will kill this Alan. I will kill this mean maid if need be.
I mean, if you want to kill this Alan, you gotta go back a bit and go back to the campsite. I already burnt him quite wet.
Got any latest information on the cultists?
Yeah, I just know that right now, from what the Harpers told me, is they're transporting goods to Waterdeep. You're saying this Alan and Mimi was a part of at least someone affiliated with them?
Absolutely.
They probably were transporting what they were doing there. Does one of them have a massive amount of transportable goods, or?
And barrels of beer. Or at least we
Sure, it was
assume to
beer.
be.
Most of them have turned out to be beer.
No.
Over
How many? Did he start out with a lot of?
He had 15.
And he left with somewhere around the lines of.
6 or 7.
Yes.
So
He's probably handing out putting them in the center of them, if I were to guess. But, as I said, that's just a guess. Who knows, maybe the inside of that other cart had something of value in it.
Maybe. They were very secretive about that one.
The only one who would know anything about that, apparently, would Jacqueline know that Ryder looked in?
Yeah, he told everyone.
Okay.
He told everyone. He told Zakaris, passed a note around,
Oh, yeah.
and then at the same time, he passed a note to you to pass to Rex. You hand it off, and that's the moment when Rex said, "Can't you just use message?" And then you took the note back, burned it to a crisp, and then sent message to everyone. I know this guy been doing editing all the stuff.
I'm sad I missed that.
Do I remember what he said was inside the card? The Alan's card.
Only the woman, the female spellcaster.
From what we know about what's inside the other pot, Alan's pot, was nothing.
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 Well, anyway, I guess it would have to be, unless they didn't transport anything and we're in the wrong group. But, I mean, I dipped it to my knowledge from Baldur's Gate. This is the only caravan that was leaving Baldur's Gate.
Correct. But same here. That's what we.
On that day, or were
At least in that week. I didn't have any other notion, and those that were in the next few caravans after were very knowledgeable folk. I
will say.
So you're saying we're the only caravan that arrived and left? Dragon Spear?
You're from
Baldur's.
yes. Yeah, if you came from Baldur's Gate and heard, you gathered information that they're going to be leaving from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep, and I had heard the same thing. My plan was to stop them halfway, but I was, as you saw, caught off guard by a few unruly individuals, and the rest of my group was murdered by numbers. My accent seems to be changing because I'm talking to someone with an accent.
Yes.
God damn it. But anyways, yeah, that's what I at least know.
If this helps,
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that we did learn, Alan's cart and Mimi's cart, as far as we know, don't have anything of value. The front two, are they tarped?
Yeah, they're still tarped.
The front two top carts are carrying a lot of one valuables and the other food.
Well, I don't know how much they're carrying, but I will say from what I gathered in the Black Network is they're transporting nearly 6,000 gold worth of coin. Any other magic artifacts and such, I'm not sure, but that much in coin at least.
Wait, you said just coins, no weaponry, no...
Well, I don't know anything else. They only know of the amount of funds that was stolen from other cities.
Do I remember what Ryder told
Ryder
me?
said that there was just money and trinkets. He specifically said money and trinkets, and there was a chest that was locked. And there was fresh produce and such.
I'll just say, I guess. I think I did.
Yeah. Well,
Seems to fit the bill, honestly.
of some sort. Have you talked to them much? I do seem to be a little bit weird, and he looks over and you can see only the one with the brown hair is actually open. The rest of them have hoods up, little black shades over their faces, gloves. You can't see skin. You can't see any body structure, feature, anything of the sort. Gotta step out real quick. Gotta step out real quick? Yeah. Okay.
They do really seem to be not against us necessarily, but that could be a ruse.
Well, put it this way. You were attacked last night? Yeah. If they were part of it, why didn't they attack you?
Lying?
Doesn't seem like it'd be...
The demo
Would
makes
Randall
sense.
be able to tell that they were all put to sleep too because he looked in the tent?
I'll say now you can make an insight check. Just because... Yeah, I'd say that's enough for sure. You look around, and it kind of comes to your mind quickly that they had a barrel, they were drinking from it, all of them were drinking, and they didn't wake up to a lightning bolt being cast down onto the ground. It exploded outwards in a massive burst. Everyone that seemed to be affected was still sleeping, including them.
Yeah, they also drank from the poisoned mead. They were out.
We have
Still.
seen multiple
But-
times before that these cultists will use whatever methods they can in order to do what they need to do.
I mean, that's fair, but look at it this way. If they were the ones that were trying to either get away or, say, kill the threat in front of them, would have used their numbers, especially if you were...
So hot.
It is. But we gotta stay a little quiet, so it's also 10:30. We'll end it shortly. We might end this episode actually a little bit earlier, because, hey, it's 10:30. So,
Well, I mean, we typically go to like 11.
yeah.
Well, the other sessions were like $3 too.
Yeah, 2.5.
I meant I didn't read sessions.
Yeah, 2.5. But, I mean,
Oh,
they had quite a number and jump on you then. If they wanted to try to take you out, they would have bolstered their numbers, in my opinion. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I don't know these people. I was asleep the whole time. I enjoyed some nice sleep that was not inside of a bag.
At least that's a positive.
Yes, it was been traveling with them for the better part of a few days.
Might want to. It's dark. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's dark.
Might want to cease conversation. Get some sleep. Don't know who would be listening in potentially.
It's fair. It's quite tired myself.
Well, I have another question before we go on our own sleeps. Any last news on Watergates?
Any news as in what?
Like any recent activity happening at Watergates?
I just know that they were attacked by Sparks and cultists. There was a mixture of explosions, blew up a few homes, blew up the remaining. It was vacant, but the remaining Church of the Bahamut temple that was there, that was blown up. They targeted a lot of
Wait, the
empty
remaining
homes.
The remaining was empty? What?
Yeah, the better part of a year ago or year and a half ago.
They all left?
Yes, they took what they could from the archive
fucking
and left.
idiots.
Max, Shayla did tell you that.
I didn't pay attention to her. I just assumed she was angry.
That's probably why she was angry at you. But, yes.
They didn't report this to...
They didn't say anything.
Not that I was informed of.
Well, that's pretty shady.
Everyone is just like slipping into my accent slowly.
So I was
It's quite a shady individual. I mean, it's, not to be rude, but, pretty self-centered for someone to be coming from Church of Bahamut to be doing that. Not you, but those of the Church of Bahamut. Leaving a city in turmoil. Taking what they could and just leaving. I understand that there were bigger threats at the moment, but at the same time,
Not
these are
all of
people.
Not all of them should have left anyway.
Yeah, most of the entire temple fled. They got word of something and decided to leave. Most of the city guards had to do the same thing from any El Terrell troops. There wasn't too many, but some still had to leave on hand, and the same happened at
How long,
Church Temple.
how long have Watergates been attacked like this?
Well, Waterdeep, from what I understand, they're being attacked because they have information. They have the archive's knowledge, and that might be why they're attacked. At the same time, I'm not too sure. I just know that they're getting around watch. They're getting around watches, and they've been questioning their city watch, any folks inside it, but at this point, the only ones that are defending it are those that live in it. So someone has to be doing something, but they're not sure who. They were trying to find them. Everyone else seems to check out.
Well, I know where we were stopping instead of the church. We need to get to those archives.
Best of luck. People there aren't going to be too happy.
No, but I also know there was one member in Bahamut who would not have left the archives.
I don't know.
He was much more of a researcher than even a member of the church. We more just supported him.
Well, oh,
He moved down and left.
you're a member of the Church of Bahamut, right?
Yeah. Do you also... What happened to... I think we only had like 2, maybe 3 churches in Waterdeep?
Well, they more of a localized one log or
Yeah.
temple, but there was other minor ones. Those ones seem to be standing fine. Doesn't seem to be members in it though.
Did they like reclaim the temples for the town by chance?
No, because the buildings are still there, just foreclosed.
Good, I might be able to get into quicker contact with the main church.
That's actually why I'm here to talk to you about something. Part of the main church branch, or somewhere around that line. A letter did come in from a pretty high official.
Can I please see it now?
I don't have it. It's at Waterdeep, damn it.
Ah, that's close enough.
Someone in the archive, I would assume, probably has it. I just know that a
Good.
few people showed up, and other than that, I don't know anything else.
I hope.
It just says when Randall shows up, kill him.
He cannot know. You bastards are coming for the council's head. We are here to kill you. You have killed my father.
I am your father.
Well, you guys can continue the conversation. Randall, you have first watch. I'm going to sleep.
It's quite late.
This is most troubling news. Hopefully I can find something that we use to communicate long distance and still left in one of the churches.
Yeah, there might be something there. I just know that they took what they could and left in a hurry. People in the archives seem to be
I could
a
also
little upset.
find
Now
something in
that,
the archives.
I would recommend not saying you're from Church of Bahamut. Otherwise, city guards might not let you inside of the archive. They're on strict orders right now to let anyone who's designated for it to stay in. Nobody else can leave, or nobody else can enter, and those who are allowed have very strict orders. So,
Wait.
bringing up being part of the Church of Bahamut might not go very well.
I mean, I think it might go better when I truthfully say I'm here to fucking kick the ass of everyone who just up and left.
That might work better for you, but I still recommend not being a part of it. At least not around most of their god. They're gonna be quite upset. To be fair to them, they saw their protectors leave, and then immediately after that, hell broke loose. Explosions, kobolds, orcs, all kinds of people were just attacking them for whatever they could. Getting at any information they could. It was very designated. Except now, I guess it's more towards terror. That's from the Sparks, though. I don't know much about the cultists, the kobolds. But I know Waterdeep's in a rough place. It's not doing very well.
I already walked away and went.
Yeah.
This is an interesting turn of events. We'll see how things turn out.
Yeah, I guess we'd have to. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm quite tired.
Night.
Anyone can watch. You can watch.
I told
Random can
you.
watch. Perception check.
Do we want? Are we gonna keep going?
Just for a little bit longer. So what are you doing?
I'm with.
He's drinking his last drop of
Yeah.
wine.
He's got the beer.
Yeah, I've
He's
got
like,
the liquor juice. That's it.
Yeah, you have a full liquor skin still.
Yeah. I'll be drinking the liquor instead. The
Alright.
beer. I mean the beer. Sorry.
Beer.
The beer, the one that knocked you out?
Whatever
No.
knocks me out faster. No, I'm just kidding.
We got rid of that.
I built.
Yeah,
I built
all that
it,
was
you
poured
did
out.
it.
All that beer was poured out.
It's joke time. I kept the keg for myself.
He kept the keg. He's trying to hide underneath his shirt this massive keg.
That's why Alan only has 6.
Go for what's
Sipping on
that?
it for a while. I built an immunity,
I'm
so I don't pass out.
pregnant.
What? I thought you were a man.
Anyways.
Joke time. You have a trap.
Jesus.
It's the opposite.
That's
So,
he
what are you
wants.
doing over? You going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can watch. What's your perception check?
No one's getting close to us. 23.
Yeah, you're keeping a close eye. Just You hear like a sound. You're like, you just see a bird. You just shoot him with an eldritch blast.
Oh god.
And she goes
Well, we got
disappearing into
burgers.
feathers.
You just hear
I
like
come back, I'm cooking a little chicken.
You got a pheasant.
you just hear a faint meh. Go to shoot. It's like, oh, we know you.
Oh god.
It's just Gopher just snoring. Alright.
Robert?
Yeah, the cat that we keep shooting with everything that misses.
That poor cat.
The poor
Okay,
cat that
is there
doesn't
anybody that's on
understand.
second watch?
Calvin.
Sure.
Okay, Rex, make a perception check.
Rex.
22.
Looking around too, like
Somehow in my sleep I shoot another bird.
basically, Randall wakes you up. So he's facing the goal. He's facing the road. Wakes you up. You wake up, emotionless, stand. He lays down. You walk, stand in the same exact position, looking the same exact way, the same exact
I give him
direction.
half a pheasant.
you go back to cooking a bird. Nothing's going on, and night passes calmly. Everyone gets another long rest in,
Nice.
and you are one day further on your road. Gopher, wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
That is a 4.
Fuck.
So, very similar way of the previous dream,
Okay.
but this time as the stone goes into you and that black vein kind of pulsates through you, when it draws back, before it just faded as if nothing had happened. This time when it comes in, the stone pulsates red, and you feel this suction of your energy, almost just being siphoned away.
Okay.
You lose
13 max HP, don't you?
You lose 4 maximum hit points. Look, man, you fucked up in front of a night hag.
Yes, I
Don't
did.
blame me for you losing life.
You said 4?
4, yeah. So make sure, you just reduce your. Yeah. You kept that one because that one was 56.
Yeah,
You reduced the 53.
Oh, okay. Fucking 49, you bastard.
We
You still have more than me.
He's got 10 more than me.
highest HP.
You do, technically.
Yeah. You're back to being the tank.
No. He takes no damage when he rages.
Like,
I take all the damage if I don't.
Yeah, he does have basically in the 80s of health.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Great boss.
what you see, you also do not receive a long rest,
Oh.
but you don't gain exhaustion,
Oh, okay.
and you already received the benefits of a long rest last time, so
Yeah. So,
realistically you're not hurting. Character-wise, you are exhausted, but not physically exhausted. Your body, it's like your body still got to
Just like
sleep,
little-
but you
oh.
yourself didn't actually receive
Like-
any of the benefits.
It's like waking up from a really bad night.
Yeah, it's like waking up from, guess what? A really shitty dream.
I
it
can
was-
keep breaking your dream.
It
The
was.
rest of you see this from him as well. You can see he's just got the slight bags that were under his eyes before have now darkened. His skin's a little bit pale, but that could just be from the morning sky.
Again.
I got skinnier.
You do see there are part of his flesh seems to be kind of like withering, like his muscle tensing and everything around him. He's a little bit more weak.
I got 3 inches shorter.
Your height equates to your health. Once I get down to 1 inch, this is a problem.
Oh god.
I will detect magic.
You see the same effect. It hasn't changed.
Hold on.
Hey, wild magic.
Spell.
Okay. You drain more necrotic energy.
Oh god.
But no. Seems the same effect as before. Except that this time, the veins that are stemming up, there seems to be darker. Darker veins. The power of the necrotic energy that's in his chest is a lot more dense. You still see the magic through your ring. Yeah, because it's got the necrotic energy that's from that, as well as the divination and the magic that's in there
And
as well.
suddenly Randall has greater or massive
Looking
illusion.
around, you see on being closer now as well. There's slight, not necessarily. It's like transmutation magic on the people that are in the head cart. Not the brown-haired man, just the rest of them. They have like transmutation magic that's over their skin and over their face.
They're all golems.
Oh. That is not pleasant.
Because it's within like, what, 60 feet? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would have been close enough during sleeping times for this, and when you wake up, they're still getting everything prepared. Because before, you were on opposite ends of the world, basically, so you wouldn't have noticed anything.
Oh, can Gopher remember the blue skull this time?
You know it clearly this time. You remember the whole thing clearly.
Oh.
Once the effect takes place, you remember the whole dream.
Okay. Do I feel any different? Like when the veins...
You feel more weak. Not physically weak, but like emotionally, your
mentally
body's...
tired.
Yeah, you're just tired. Like your body is feeling less energetic and more lethargic.
Alright. Do I know what's happening?
I mean, you know that you're dying if this continues.
Okay.
It's like the plague,
Alright.
except not a disease.
Oh. Alright.
I will point out the front card. I will note that for later. Probably tell our harbor friend. Happening again, yes?
What do you mean by that?
Ryder,
By the
where
way,
are
for
you?
flavor reasons,
Ryder
Ryder
is
did
away.
enough to
What?
experience from our 2 battles to reach level 6.
How much XP are you guys away? Because from that combat, you would have gotten quite a bit. Because each go.
Dude,
worth.
I need
more
speaking
hours.
Yeah,
We'll do it after.
I
We're
need it for a
basically
flavor thing.
Well, how much are you away from?
Roughly 4,000.
No, you would not have gotten enough. Anyways,
Ryder, where are you?
right as
He's right here next to me.
Okay. Gopher is having his dreams again.
Oh,
From
good.
what he's been doing before.
It's like a nice little magic.
Before he goes to bed, we need to continue at least doing what we can.
Fine.
Alright. I just want
I
to
had plans to last night, but I was busy with my book.
I
So how
forgot.
much you roll?
Fair enough. I need to text Jordan and see if he's actually going to write out a thing or if I'm just going to do it for him. Because I think it'd be hilarious if he wrote a Ryder Hopkins rendition of what happened to you guys. I think that would be hysterical.
That is if Jordan has the commitment to do it.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll because I want to see this happen.
Yeah,
It'd be really funny.
I kind of do it too.
It would be filled with so many plot holes, so many mess ups. 'Cause I'm not gonna write no shit.
No.
He's gonna have to do it from pure memory. And this has been going on for a year and a half of playing, so
You have to look back at the videos.
even that's only like a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
We're only a few months
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Where is what is her name?
Jomna
Jabna?
Gleam Silver,
Sure.
the half-named woman.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll save that. Where is she?
I'm right up here.
Okay.
Right here.
I've found something else out about the front cards.
And what was that?
Everybody except for the brown-haired man, who you can clearly see and isn't covered head to toe in whatever.
I'm gonna keep a lookout. I'm sure one of them comes closer to us.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
They're all. I'm keeping my voice low.
Yeah.
They're all covered in transmutation magic.
Am I close enough to hear this?
Oh yeah, you're here. You're close enough.
Golems. They're all golems.
What's that?
None of the other characters know this stuff, so delving into things of that's a metagame joke, but delving into things that Randall might not actually know about, because golems are not a normal creature that most people every day see. Gopher actually saw one in his dream and doesn't know what the fuck it is.
No! so guys, Gopher saw in his dream. I'm just kidding.
But anyways, Jonah looks at you. Oh, that's interesting.
Hey, that's my guess
I
anyway.
mean, I guess it's better than illusionary magic. Yeah. It's,
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily know what to. You can do transmutation magic as a suit.
Yeah.
I haven't met many creatures myself like that, so I guess keep an eye out. But
Yes.
I don't think golems are transmutation-based spells.
they are creating animate object and stuff. That's transmutation. The fifth level
Yeah.
spell or animate whatever. Yeah.
the gaming, but like actual selling gold, I think is still considered conjuration.
I don't think so. Anyways,
So, just wanted to tell you that. Keep an eye out.
I'll do what I can. I'm not gonna be really doing much other than making it to Waterdeep.
Here you go.
Got my minor magic, and she casts like prestidigitation on herself, and it's like sinks down.
Just look after yourself.
I'll do what I can. Well, I think this is a good enough place for us to stop. Oh, a lot happened. Lots of combat.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, I knew the combat was gonna take a while. The goblin cart one, just because in total I had 4 different carts prepared, and I just turned the 4th cart into the wall instead.
Okay.
Because the barricade I had plans for, but we ran out of space. So I was like, man, I'll just turn that into the wall of people without the manticore.
Oh,
Good.
nice.
Yeah, the manticore was the more dangerous part. There were so many ways you could have turned that against them, though. Breaking the chains off. Manticore easily would fucking turn around and attack the shit out of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I was planning on doing
Well,
that
the
too.
heat metal, yeah. He put heat metal.
There was, because they clipped their wings. So,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The goblins just essentially bum rushed each manticore, pinned them to the ground as they clipped their wings and wrapped them in chains.
Brandon doesn't have anything really good for cutting.
But then we would have. We'd
You'd have a wild manticore at that point.
Yeah.
And the goblins weren't necessarily the dangerous ones. Just their number. And then your necrotic thing wiped them out.
Yeah.
He killed like 4 or 5 of them.
And our
magic.
own
Jesus
ally.
Christ.
Okay, he did fall unconscious. It's really lucky that he rolled high on his death saves. But yeah, I mean at this point, Harvey dies. You guys are close enough that you would still go anyways.
Yeah.
But it would probably have repercussions in the future.
Yeah.
So, still. And you wouldn't get paid. But yeah. Well, thank you everyone for listening. We are going to end this for sure because it is 10:45. I'm tired. I got a lot of editing to do later. So, thank you again. This was tons of fun. We got a plan to meet up again like 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now. So that way we can keep on going because at this point, you guys are really close to finishing your venture to Waterdeep.
Nice.
I need to give out XP as well. So
Let's do
I'll do
that.
that I'll do that once I end the recording. But
Please
again,
join us in the next adventure.
yes, thank you again. Bye bye.